What's up, everyone? How's it going, guys? Today we're going to be working on some easygoing survival, if I don't die awkwardly. So yeah, guys, in the last episode, as you guys know, we were working on the base. We've been working on the base a lot the last couple episodes, I kind of missed doing some technical work. I guess we did do the obsidian farm, but I just feel like we've been down in that pit, in that horrible... As I was saying, I prefer pork chops over carrots. It's actually slightly a better food for us to eat steak or pork chops, which is why we're going to be building a Hoglin farm. So enjoy this time lapse. I like meat. Definitely people are going to make a joke about that. That came off really wrong. I like eating pork chops, preferably in Minecraft. Okay. As I was saying, I prefer pork chops over carrots. It's actually slightly a better food for us to eat steak or pork chops, which is why we're going to be building a Hoglin farm. So enjoy this time lapse. And just like that, the farm is complete. Yeah, obviously it's already starting to work. Got a couple pork chops in there. These farms are pretty fast, so it should be pretty good. The only thing left to do now, though, is we gotta, of course, build up the AFK platform and add some storage. So I guess we'll do the AFK platform first. That seems like the easier deal. So essentially, we're gonna AFK a little bit to the side of the farm so we don't interfere with the spawning. I think we go out, think 3 blocks. So we build up from here to a certain Y value, and that should be good. That should be good. And we can double check with the mini HUD mod that we are loading the entire farm, and that should be, yeah, pretty awesome. Alright, I guess we should build up. Alright, so we built the platform way up here. So there are Hoglins down there, but let's just double check with the mini HUD mod. So HC, I've added all these mods now, which is pretty awesome. So I got rendering hotkeys, structure, she wants shapes. Okay, so despawn beer. Let's configure it. Set here. Shapes. And I think H and S should turn it on. Let's see if we can figure this out. Okay, so I figured out I had to hit H. So I can do H and S to turn that on and off. But, okay, and that turns off the mini HUD stuff too. That's cool. Alright, so let's take a look. This is our despawn sphere. So yeah, obviously the farm looks like it's working very well indeed. So, okay, so this is perfect. So, essentially, this is where mobs would despawn. So, obviously, they fall out here, they'll despawn. So this is perfect. So a guy that runs off like that should despawn almost instantaneously. It isn't perfect, but this should work, and everything's within that sphere. This is looking good. I think we already have... Yeah, we already have a ridiculous quantity. So yeah, we gotta build up a storage system next. Nothing too complicated, just probably a bit of a hopper stream into some item elevators, and then pretty simple storage system, honestly. Of course, I didn't leave enough space for the item filter, so yeah, I gotta tear this thing down a little bit, unfortunately, but it's okay. We can make it work. We can make it work. It's all good. I'm fine. Just gotta tear all our work down. And with that, the storage sorting system is complete. Now we just gotta link this up, and that's a little more complicated than Nether because of the fact we can't use lava to push items. So we gotta do everything with hoppers. However, that also means we gotta do dropper elevators across the board for these things, which is not very fun, but we can make it work. It should be fairly easy to accomplish. Strong emphasis on fairly, of course. Alright, let's try to get this done. Alright, so I made a system that works. It's not the most compact or cheap, but you know what, I just did it off the back of my hand, basically. And if we look at this, it sends all the items up, and I think we're good. None of the items are stuck. Sweet, now all I have to do is put a trash can in, and also hook this thing up to the droppers, just like so. This is easy. And of course, we're going to come back eventually and put some composters on top of this just to prevent any lag from occurring. And uno more, that's all I want. Boom, okay, cool. And we are also just going to make this look a little nicer. So there we go. Auto dropper, and we're done. The only thing that's minorly concerning about this is that it isn't operating at hopper speed. I think it's because the hoppers are getting locked, which makes sense. I think it'll be okay, but if it gets backed up, we're going to have to do an AFK session, so yeah, I guess we just can test it right now, whether or not it's going to get backed up, and then see if we got to redesign anything, but I think it should be okay, but that's the whole point of an AFK session, right? Let's, I guess, go test it out, and after I get rid of all these items in my inventory, of course. Alright, cool. Bring an ender chest up there, and yeah, let's just go send an AFK session, I guess. I hope you enjoy this as much as I do. Hope you guys enjoyed that last clip. I was actually doing an improvement to the farm that increases the rates by about 1.5 times per hour, so we're definitely going to be implementing that real soon. But yeah, it was pretty successful. I did, yeah, sort of AFK it a little bit yesterday. I was going to AFK it all night and just fill the whole thing up, but I left my game on pause like that, so unfortunately I did not do that, but I did get a solid few hours in. Basically, I came back to check on it after, like, you know, I went out and got out to dinner, stuff like that. I was hanging out with my girlfriend, came back, checked on it, and then when I turned my FPS down to 5 again to go AFK, I just left it on the pause screen, so I was rushing out the door. So unfortunately, I didn't catch it, but that is okay, because even in just a few hours, I think I AFK'd from about 7 p.m. until 2.5 hours worth. We got this. Ridiculous quantities, guys. Oh my gosh. Such ridiculous quantities of Hoglin spawning occurring. Yeah, I don't know. It's ridiculously fast, obviously. I think I might have hit a little longer than 2.5 hours, but still, regardless. Thank you. I don't want these carrots anymore. Screw these carrots. These can go away. We're eating pork from now on. So, yeah, this is awesome. However, I am going to make the final improvement to the farm, which is essentially just adding string, and I'll show you guys that in the testing world. Alright, so I'm in the creative testing world where I designed the farm, and we got a farm right here, as you guys can see. As you can see, there's a lot of hoglins on it, and this is because we actually have tripwire, 3 tripwire coming across. And when you have a transparent block like this where they can't spawn, it actually causes pack spawning to greatly increase. As you can see, we're getting insane packs of these guys. So let's remove the string now and compare it to what it was like before. So currently, if I do a tick warp, I'm getting about 5,700 per hour. I'm not going to do that. I did this all off camera, but let's remove the string now and see what changes. So I removed the string that surrounds the farm, so let's go back in the spectator mode. So our AFK player way up there, Mr. Steve, is gonna be spawning them in, and as you can see, we already noticed a difference in the amount that are spawning. It's much fewer, much fewer. We get smaller packs like this, but nothing like the backs of 12 that we were getting. Obviously, it's still a pretty fast farm, all things considered. So yeah, that's basically the gist. We'll add some string. I guess if we do some hopper timer actions, I like to do this up on camera because I think it's very useful to a tick warp 500. I do 5,000. Oops. Well, let's just do counter white reset and then counter white. As you can see, as it tick warps on, it's been only 30 seconds. We're going to find that it's way lower. Yeah, it's already down 4,000s. Whereas with the farm before, I actually get around 6,000 pork chops per hour. So about probably 1,000 more when everything's said and done, to be honest. Obviously, this will drop as we go and tick warp more. So yeah, we're going to add that string, and it should be pretty awesome. Alright, and just like that, if we fly up here and we look down on the farm, what we should see is some more pack spawns. More than before, at least. Alrighty, they're spawning in. One just ran off and despawned. Oops. A little anticlimactic. Alright, they're coming in now. They're coming in. Sometimes I feel like it just takes a second. Alright. Whatever. We know it's faster, though, for sure. That's what really counts. Alright. Maybe it's because those blocks, too, might be stopping the storage system. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Whatever. Alright, so let's fly down here now. And let's shift gears. It's time to work on a gold farm. So I flew out to an ocean a couple thousand blocks away. And yeah, we're just basically breeding turtles. These guys are pretty buggy. Like, the breeding cooldown for turtles is super small, and also I find, like, when I just break their eggs, they just, like, lay more without me actually breeding them. Buddy, you're not going in the ocean. I'm sorry. You're not going in there. No, you're not going... What? How'd you get up? No. No. Stay. I need you to breed. I need to trap these guys in place. Alright, though. Yeah, so yeah, basically we're just breeding these guys up. It's pretty simple. No! They left. Come here. Oh, there we go. We can breed them quick. Alright, yeah, I gotta get a bunch of turtle eggs, and yeah, we can build up a gold farm. So we're gonna be building Nembon's design, and for that, of course, we need tons upon tons of resources. It's a pretty big farm. It's gonna have definitely some redstone implications. I'm hoping we can finish it in this episode. If not, we'll have to wrap it up in the next episode at the beginning, but it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, so basically it takes a lot of magma. It also takes a ton of glass to increase pack spawning. We actually just talked about that with the string. So once again, we'll be using glass this time instead. And of course, it uses turtle eggs, which I got in excess. And I'm just going to get rid of all these trash items I don't need. So yeah, basically I'm going to go mine a bunch of sand, use our brand new super smelter to smelt that stuff up, as well as maybe go collect some magma, or maybe I could craft it too. I don't know, haven't decided yet. Anyways, I'm gonna get that stuff together. Man, I haven't been over here in a while. I've really done a number on this desert. Wow. Look, the damage I've done so far by myself. I haven't done that many projects of glass yet either. Oh, I forgot about the base. That was a big glass project, wasn't it? Alright, well, let's still just clear some more of this, I guess. So this is the farm we'll be building in this, the rest of the episode. Sorry, guys, you know, I'm frazzled. I just watched Minecraft Live. Make sure to check out my reaction, by the way. It'll be linked down below. Anyways, yeah, that was a lot of fun. Such a cool update. Oh my god. We'll talk about that again later. But this is the farm we're going to build. It's by Nembon. I was going to build a non-drop-based farm, but I decided not to. Because I was like, you know what? It involved a lot of spawn proofing. I'm like, do I need this? Do I need the XP? Not really. I'll just build this farm. It's easier to build too. Less redstone. So it should be good. Obviously a little laggier, but whatever. It's fine. So I think we're going to do this. Obviously, we'll need a lot more turtle eggs, so I'll have to figure out something about that. But other than that, we have all the resources to do this. It should be pretty good going and pretty easy to build. So I guess we should just get going and start constructing this thing. It's 38 by 38, so I think I found a decent spot. So I'm going to mark out some terrain, and then sort of figure out where we want to start building this thing. What's this Y level? 157? Okay, and then there's a 3-block gap in between each floor. Cool. So I've started placing in the magma. So basically I did shift the farm a little bit, but they're 36 blocks long. And then essentially once we map this thing out, so I think I just placed 6 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So once we map this thing out, it's very like repetition wise. It's just like, just got to keep placing blocks basically. 3, 4, 5, and 6. So yeah, essentially it's just 3 wide platform, then 3 6-wide platforms. And all of these have 6 blocks, or 3 blocks a gap in between. And then to finish it off, it's a last little block just like that, which, when does the Soul Sand Valley start? Is this whole thing Soul Sand Valley? Oof, okay, we gotta figure this out to make it work with the biomes. I'll do some thinking. We'll try to figure this out. And I just picked a new location that's closer. We won't be loading the Hoglin farm in, so I think we're okay in that regard, but let's place all those blocks back, I guess. This kind of sucks. And I've built about that much, and yeah, I am getting Frostwalker boots. That is end of discussion, because magma's annoying. Probably should have put feather falling on those boots. It's okay. Well, we've made some progress on the farm. I'm gonna load Minecraft out. I was on a Discord call for like 4 hours during Minecraft Live. Yeah, break, you need to go chill, eat some food. So I'm gonna do a break, yeah, we'll finish this up. I think we'll probably do a time lapse. I'm probably just gonna grind out the magma. I think I'll need to get more magma than I have as well. So, yeah, gotta do that, and it should all be good. Cool. Alright, enjoy the time lapse, guys. I'm a little short on time this week, guys, so unfortunately I've made 0 progress, you know. I got 2 exams this week, 2 of my hardest classes, so I'm just playing a little bit. We're going to talk about Minecon, actually. I did make a video about this, but I sort of want to change, you know, share more of my opinions about what I think. make it a little more subjective. So I am sorry about that. We're not getting a ton of work done. Hopefully after this weekend I should have more time to record, but I decided that I'd rather, cut the progress in this episode and still release the tutorial on Saturday, so 2 days after you're seeing this video. So that's what had to happen. But yeah, we'll just work on this first layer while I continue to talk. So yeah, guys, Minecon. That's part of the reason why I was short on time as well, as I was watching Minecon for, that was a 4-hour process, I think. So I lost 4 hours of time in between, going on beforehand for an hour and then sticking around after with all you guys. That was a ton of fun, guys. Thank you for that. Yeah, I'm really excited. They've been sharing more information on Twitter now. That's pretty interesting. So the Warden, that new mob, looks really cool. That's one of my favorite features. Is very big. It's bigger than Iron Golem, so it's massive. They also shared that the copper. So the copper, this is one thing I was concerned about, is that, they're adding metallic slabs, but, like, that's cool and all, but it just decays after, a couple of hours to the blue. So it's like, there has to be a way to stitch that. Like, they can't keep that. They did confirm that there's going to be a way in order to keep it in the same state, which is definitely, I approve of 100%. Maybe it's going to be some kind of, like, oil, make it galvanized, because, stuff that doesn't rust, which is basically what's happening. That's what they're saying, oxidizing is rusting. It's galvanized, like, they put, like, a coating of stuff on it to prevent that from happening. Maybe oil could do that. That'd be kind of cool, I think, for sure. Yeah, speaking of my opinions of the updates, I like it. There's a couple of things I do have some issue with, though. Some of, like, the stuff just feels, I'm not saying modded, just, like, I think it looks ugly, which I think will improve over time. At least that's my guess. But, like, for an instance, did I make this only 5 wide? Did I screw this up? No, I didn't. No, there's 4 blocks. Okay. Yeah, for an instance, like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. For an instance, like for example, if I can think of an example, the dripstone. The dripstone, I really don't like the look of. I think it just does not fit. I like the idea of it, but they need to update the texture. It looks way too detailed for Minecraft, just to be generating cliffs. I'm a little uneasy about that. It just, like, doesn't look that good, in my opinion. I definitely think that they figure out something that's a little more blocky, a little less detailed, because that just definitely isn't, like, in my opinion, to like, yeah, I don't know. I really wish they would make it more blocky. This is sort of my negative opinions, I guess, too. Some of my obviously positive opinions. That's the one thing. In terms of the other biomes, I like the deep dark. I think those are interesting textures that also, they fit in. Like, yeah, they look different than anything we've had before, but that's not really an issue. It's blocky. It definitely feels like a new biome. I think that's cool. Same with the lush caves. It feels like a jungle underneath the surface. All that stuff looks very Minecrafty, very similar to stuff we have before. So I'm not too, like, overly concerned about that. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh wow, this whole update's, like, just basically modded. I'm not like one of those people at all. In fact, I'm against people who are like that. But the dripstone I can't, get around. That's just kind of weird. Only other stuff is, I do hope, in fact, that, one other thing I'm curious about is if they're going to extend the world. Some people have said there's proof that they're going to have to do this, but it's not super, super valid. I don't think yet, but I feel like with these new caves, like, they're so big, like, where's this going to fit underground? So I feel like 4, 5, and 6, that the world height might be doubling. That'd be really interesting, give us a lot more to work with. It sort of brings me to a point, like, what are we going to do about EasyGoing Survival and Strangecraft? So it's actually already been decided. I'm not sure if I'll let us share this information, but I don't think it matters. Strangecraft will most likely be updating, basically resetting the server for 1.17. Obviously, that's a long ways away. We don't know when that's going to be. Plans could change, but in terms of this, which is definitely the main series at this point, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, guys, with EasyGoing Survival. I'm not sure there will be a Season 3 yet. At this point, I don't really have interest, once 1.17 comes out, to be playing on a different world like this one, unless things aren't done yet. Because we think about, like, if they extend the world height, if they do all that, this world would be, basically, if we updated it, it would work. It just, like, would look very weird at chunk borders. Obviously, we wouldn't have the new cave terrains and basically most of the world since I've loaded a lot of chunks. And overall, yeah, I mean, I think that's a long ways away, though, so hopefully most of our projects are done. But, yeah, I think we'll have to wrap up this series around then, which gives me some, yeah, obviously, that's around when I wanted to wrap it up anyways, so it works out. But let me know what you guys think. We'll see how Strangecraft does and see what happens with that server, of course, over the next year. But I think we might move towards SMPs. I think that's more fun. I do have a lot of fun playing with those guys, so, yeah, sort of thinking about that as well. In terms of the rest of the update, I will say my favorite feature is probably the Skulk sensor. I think looks amazing. I love that thing so much. I think, yeah, it just looks super cool. Beyond that, I guess my favorite features, in terms of the cave, I like the deep dark a lot. I like the idea of the new cave biomes. I really like the lush caves. I think a lush cave, like, in a big open space like that would look cool. I'm not really a fan of the local water levels. I do think it's pretty cool, but in terms of like a practical standpoint, it's going to make mining a lot harder. It's going to make world eaters a lot harder. Not world eaters. Might add a little more obsidian, but I think it'll just make exploration a little difficult, but hopefully the water level isn't extremely high at every single cave. You know, you get some dry caves. I think that's definitely a necessity to keep the Minecraft traditional feel, but, you know, I'm open to the water levels. I do think it's cool overall. Definitely that positive. You'll just have to see that in practice. Hopefully, like, not every single cave is flooded, though, but, you know, they have a lot to work with, so I think hopefully they'll get it right. I'm assuming they're going to. In terms of what else, let's get some netherrack in this house. Yeah, I really like the cave update overall. I'm very excited. The only other thing I'm kind of think is a little odd is the, and, you know, this is obviously me brought up, is the archaeology is just, in my opinion, very weird. I don't know what the purpose of that is, but hopefully they add something, but it just seems like a useless feature. Like, why? Oh man, that's gonna be an issue the whole time we're building this farm, isn't it? Okay, well then. That sucks, whatever. Hopefully it doesn't totally destroy everything we do. Anyways, yeah, I mean, we'll see what it's like, but I feel like it's kind of like, what's the point? You get to make a pot. I feel like that feature's very unfinished, though, so I'm not going to be super judgmental, obviously, until I actually see what's going on, of course. Yeah, anyways, guys, though, I'm sorry to cut the episode so short. I really wanted to finish up this gold farm in this episode, but perhaps I should have picked a bit of a smaller project that would have been easier to finish alongside the Hoglin farm. We did get a decent amount of work, like, we did gather a ton of resources for this, and we also built up this farm as well, which is excellent. Tons upon tons of stuff over here. It looks like, could we add? No, we can't add any more chests on top, but, you know, tons of pork, tons of leather. Like, we're doing excellent on this stuff. I think it's going to be great. So I'm really, really excited, guys. Really, really excited. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed my thoughts on the cave update. Sorry it's a bit rushed. I'm so busy this week, and I still wanted to get some content out for you guys instead of it taking a week off. I think it's important just to take that episode number higher up. So the next episode, we'll definitely finish this up. We got a couple supporter statues to build, actually. Lintex, thank you for your support. I'll be building that in the next episode. He asked for something a little more engaging, if that makes sense. So we will have to, yeah, look into how we're actually going to do that. But it should be really fun. I'm excited. So we'll work on that, maybe do some base work. But first things first, we're definitely going to finish this guy up because I want gold. I want blackstone. I want all that stuff in mass quantities. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have an easygoing day. And I hope I do well on my exams. By the time this comes out, I'll have already been done with the physics one and just have the math one left. And then it's the weekend. I can make it. You can do it. Pep talk. All right. Bye.